Using that linear distance formula, we can easily find the x of this situation and the y of this situation. What is the x of this situation? What is this situation? First of all, this is a line. They've told us that this distance is 3 times that distance. What I'm going to do is find this distance x and then say, well, this has to be 3 times that. I'm going to find this distance y and say that this has to be 3 times that. I'm not going to try and find it all at one time. So what's the distance from x to x here? Well, that distance, first distance, is x2 minus x3. That has to be minus 5 minus 3 absolute value. That gives me absolute value of 8. Divide that by 4 equals 2. So if I take away 2 from here, because that's 1, 3 times 2, so this is 2 and this is 6. Those are the distances, 2 and 6. 6 is 3 times 2. So to find my x1 value, x1 has to be minus x3 absolute value has to be equal to 2. What 2? That 2. We know that x3 is 3, so 3 minus has to be equal to 2. What does x1 have to be? x1 has to be 1. So x1 has to be equal to 1. y1 is going to be found in the same way. What's the distance from 4 to 2? Let me erase this. Let me pause and erase this. I'm going to pause and erase what I've done so far. y1 is going to give us a fractional answer. Again, we say what's the distance in y value from 4 to 2? That's going to be y3 minus y2. That's 4. This is a minus 2 because we went down. It wouldn't make sense for this to be 2. So let me correct that. Sorry. That's minus 2. So that becomes plus 2. Absolute value of that is 6. So that means the distance in the y is 6. If this is, so I'd have to divide that by 4. Dividing that by 4, I get 1.5. I take 1.5 from this. The other way to say it is that y3 minus y1 absolute value has to be equal to 1.5. We know that y3 is 4, so 4 minus y1 has to be equal to 1.5. So y1 has to be equal to 2.5. This is how I found my y1. We found our x1 previously. This is how we'll do these problems together. Okay, thank you.